You started crying, and I said, "Why are you crying?"
Because you rage baited me. You rage baited me. You trolled me, and now I'm angry.
Well, at least we established that.
Diego, how are you? Because I'm exhausted of all this Real Madrid drama. How are you doing?
Oh, dude, good, good, because I've got some more goodies coming your way. Nice.
Okay.
Uh, I'm doing good. You don't look tired, dude.
I'm more mentally just exhausted about everybody always arguing.
Perfect. Getting old ain't easy, but here we are nonetheless for this fantastic moment of the day where you and I get to chat two things that we're highly passionate about that
Yeah.
moves us on a daily basis, and we do so for the most loyal of loyal, to whom we are ever so grateful. And I can say as well, a community that is growing. So thank you for all your support.
Yep.
Um,
100%.
and indeed, we got a lot to discuss, man, because one one of the things I wanted to jump into, I wanted to kind of like ooze your way into, if you will. I was gonna take it easy on you, mind you, because I'm getting older and softer and more sentimental, and I was gonna
Hey, man, lay
Vaseline
it
you
on
up
me.
with this
Fuck it,
one.
man. Lay it
What
on
the
me.
fuck is going on at the White House with the Whites? I didn't know about this drama, quite frankly. Not that it's so deep, like it's such deeply rooted drama that is boiling, spilling over at the moment. Of course, not reported by the major news outlets. So I'm curious to know if we are on the same page, because I got some good ones coming your way.
Okay.
And but now that you have openly expressed that you are so mentally tired of the internal warfare that is happening, I want to know from you firsthand. What are you referring to, my friend? What is happening in paradise?
I just can't find someone sensible to have a conversation with anymore.
Well, then you've come to the right person.
Have I?
You know it.
Have I? Are you sure?
Oh, 100%. So sure. What's
No, I
happening?
mean,
Lay
like,
it
I
on
don't.
me.
No, I mean, obviously that's an exaggeration. I think a lot of our listeners, and both at Managing Madrid and here, are very sensible. And I don't mean to generalize it, but I think what tends to happen is like the loud idiots are always the loud idiots, and the people who are kind of trying to subdue the hysteria and have like real conversations are not as loud. Um, and so you see just so much nonsense, and everyone
Be
hates each
specific
other.
here. I need to understand
Everyone
what's
hates each
going on.
other.
What's going on? Give me be specific.
No, I mean this is the same stuff that I've expressed to you. I think in before at the podcast we
Yeah.
did in
Okay.
person as
So
well. Like
Vinny.
yeah,
Mhm,
Vinicius fans hate Xabi Alonso.
mhm, mhm.
Ancelotti fans hate Xabi Alonso.
Yeah. So let's forget about the fans and
Yeah,
let's go to the actual root of
sure.
the pro. Let's say the two, three, four protagonists right now, because names
Okay.
are coming out,
Vinicius hates Xabi Alonso.
correct? But he's not the only one. So,
I think he is. I
mhm.
think he is the ringleader of it,
Mm, mm,
and I
mm, mm.
think like Jude has no issue with Xabi. Arda has no issue with
Really?
Xabi. Mbappe has
Not
no issue
sure.
with Xabi. Oh, for
That's
sure.
not what I hear.
Yeah, but you're not hearing the right things then. There's
Wow.
is
That
the majority of the squad
yeah.
are on board with Xabi Alonso.
Mhm. That's I'll because you say so. I mean, but other people in the know are claiming otherwise.
Yeah, tell me who they are.
Well, the thing is, you already approach it with that kind of a bias where your affiliation is you're a Florentinista a muerte. So your sources
Florentino.
also, yeah,
My
Florentino
s-
Perez. Yeah, yeah, your close sources. You're a club person, the same way that you don't want to admit it, but you are very much a club person.
well,
You're
I do admit that I I value the club over the people in it.
but
You
so
know,
other journalists in the know are reporting otherwise. They're saying that, and it's not necessarily kind of like a group effort. It's more individual issues that certain heavyweights have with the coach.
well, that's what I'm saying too.
Being apparent. Well, Bellingham is one of them, though. There's three that are mentioned.
Bellingham is one of them.
There are three
Sure.
players mentioned. Okay, you
Okay.
care to? If not, we can just sing Florentino's narrative all day, every day.
I
Happy day.
haven't mentioned Florentino once. You've mentioned him 3 times. I'm the one who's obsessed with him. Got it.
I'm not obsessed with it. I just want to give you a counter to your. You said there's no issues. Okay, punto
When did I
final.
say that? When did I say that?
Rewind it. You said there were no issues with Bellingham and Xavi.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was the end. Okay, but I was saying, according to you, according to others, there are issues. In fact,
Sure
one
thing.
of the issues with Bellingham specifically is that not just is there an issue with Bellingham and Xabi Alonso, as in Bellingham seems to be ignoring
Who
his
reported this?
orders. I will get to that. Seems to
Can we
be
just say it
ignoring his.
first so we can
No, I
know
don't
who?
want to because you're gonna dismiss it like but I know that you're not gonna like this person, okay, that is reporting this, that you're already gonna take it for a joke and dismiss these claims
I
when
don't hate
maybe
anybody. I don't dislike
you
anybody. I'm not gonna,
you
but I
do.
know who
You
knows
already
things and
know.
who doesn't.
No, well, dude, you don't know this person. You know him somewhat by passing, but he's
Okay, so
a
then,
lot closer to the source than you. I mean, with all respects to your
okay, then
work,
tell me who it is.
I will get to that in a minute. I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
So he's saying that beside the, let's say, professional issues, and he does say this, professional issues and disagreements that exist with Bellingham and Xavi Alonso, he says that the other problem is that his father, Bellingham's father, is reportedly becoming more and more of a, what's the word I would describe, a nuisance, a burden, if you will, an annoyance, as
Yeah.
he is so present more than they would like fathers, family members to be, or agents for that matter, and like practices, the training grounds. He's there all the time, and apparently giving sort of his. He's vocal about the way that Xabi Alonso is using Bellingham. Okay, uh, so there's that is being reported, and then finally, Fede Valverde also cannot see has no respect for Xavi Alonso, is what is being said. Doesn't like him, doesn't like where he's being played. He's somewhat accepted the role, and they're kind of trying to make it work for this season being for the good of the team. But right now, the three pointed out as having huge disagreements with Xavi Alonso, some more personal than others, are Vini, Bellingham, Fede Valverde, uh, and Enrique. I mean, he's leaving in January. Of course, that deal is done. So nobody
Apart
understands
from
why the
Vinicius
70
and
million.
Endrick, the other two are nonsense.
Hey, are you okay? You look like you've just been in tears. Are
Yeah,
you in
because
tears?
I'm trying to tell you this, and you just kept going and going, and
I
you
want to
changed the
finish.
tone.
Oh, can I finish? And now I'll give you. I hand you the floor. Don't
Okay,
cry.
I am crying.
That's it. I'm done.
I literally have Fede's agent on WhatsApp. We talk all the time.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong between Fede and Xabi
Okay.
Alonso. Mark Bellingham attends trainings, but he is not putting pressure on Xabi Alonso. Who was it that reported this nonsense? Because if it's a YouTuber who has
You should
clickbaity
already
titles,
know. Well,
who
he's obviously.
already has stuff wrong, because I know I've heard, um, I've literally spoke to sources that he reports on, and they're like, "That's nonsense. He's just wanting clicks."
But I know that because I've had this conversation with you. But those sources that say that
And
he's
don't make up
nonsense
stuff that
are
he is closer to the
Florentinista.
club than I am, because that's not true.
No,
He doesn't.
listen. I said closer to the source because he lives and resides in Madrid. He's there. He's
Oh,
there.
physically closer. Okay, great. Well, the
So
homeless person
physically
at the
closer.
Bernabeu was also
Oh,
closer than me. Then
yeah.
who
If you're
gives a shit
physically
who gets
closer
closer
to the
to you
source,
geographically?
you're more likely to run into people, to
It's
talk to people.
2025. The
Yeah,
closest thing is the person on the WhatsApp on Antarctica, not the person who
sure.
is camping
Okay,
outside with
well,
his tent.
there you go. That's a big cultural difference. Here in Spain, the
Enough with this
closeness
cultural. No, enough
is
with this
still like
cultural
going
stuff.
out for
No, enough.
lunches, meeting people,
He's
and
not.
everything of that nature.
Brother, I'm telling you, he's not doing. I just
Well,
told you that he's wrong about that, because I literally know the person who who would know this.
okay, I'm happy for
He's
you.
listen. We,
Why don't you
people,
tell the he who he is, because we haven't even said his
I'm
name yet.
assuming you're talking about Iñaki Angulo, right?
Of course.
Okay, so why didn't you say that from the beginning? So we could have
Because
saved
I
all
knew
this
you were gonna
time.
get like this. You get
Of
very
course I
pissy
am,
and
because I
defensive
know he
whenever.
doesn't know anything. The only things he knows is the stuff that he might hear from his buddy Mario Cortejano, who is a great friend of mine and I love. And it has to do with Brazilian players. And that's why out of those three, he got the Vini and Endrick one correct.
What
And
I
the other
find
two.
interesting is that you know his sources so well. I mean that I find that amazing. Like how do you know this person's, affinity to people linked to the club directly, indirectly? That's what all I'm asking. I get
I
that
just
you
know
want to
that he
obviously
made it
slam
up.
it.
Well, first of all, I just know that he made the Fetty and Jude Bellingham up because I'm closer to those two players than he is.
Okay. Okay, I get that you have their agents on WhatsApp. That's awesome. I mean, okay.
Can you think of a closer source than the camp itself?
No, of course not.
Okay. But they might go to lunch with somebody. He might have a. You might never know. He
I
might
don't know.
run into a tapas
As
bar and
if
Florentino was
agents
there
as if
because he's
agents
physically
don't have
closer. You don't get the
if they don't
culture,
have their
Keon.
own narrative. Come on, Keon. As if they don't have their own narrative. Like
Well,
I
that's
don't
my
know
point.
your
They have their own
relationship still
narrative.
with
He
with
wants
Fede's
clicks. He
agent.
wants
Like,
clicks,
look, I have Patrick
and it
Kluivert on
worked.
my
I can't even
WhatsApp as
blame him.
well.
It worked. I can't blame him. It worked. It worked.
I listen. I have Gary Lineker, Patrick Kluivert. I have people's phone numbers and WhatsApps. Doesn't mean I'm WhatsApping them for the information.
Well, I
I don't
am.
know.
I
Okay,
am.
bring him on. Bring him on here.
They don't. They're not going to do that. They're not going to come on the podcast.
Disrespect the churro. Look,
Listen, if
I appreciate that have your sources. Like I said, I'm just putting the information out there. I just knew as soon as I was going to put this information out there that you were going to smack it down, ridicule it, say it's nonsense, that it has no truth, and that you know better. Right? It was
yep,
you know better, but
because
this I think
all facts, I do know
we
better.
owe it to our listeners to at least have them here as well, because these things don't get reported. You hear about this shit with Barca all the freaking time. If this was again with Blaugrana painted on it, it would be on the front pages of every single page, like we have seen all season already with Flick going out, Lamine Yamal's ego, yada yada. Well, it's all
These are
happy days in Can Real Madrid. So
oh,
excuse
God,
me if I
you're not
take
getting
a
it,
moment
man.
here,
You're not getting it.
that you yourself admitted. You started the podcast saying I'm tired of the civil war and all these things that are being said. Well, these are some of the things I'm being said. I'm just putting it out there.
I never said that there are not issues. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Of course there are issues. I'm telling you what the issues are, and then you're getting mad at me
No, I
for
never got
saying that.
mad.
And then you're saying that no,
No,
why? You're saying everything's an issue. I'm saying no, these are the issues, and you're saying no.
no,
Happy days? What?
no.
Come on,
Kian,
Keon. How could you
you said
deny that Thibaut Courtois and Xabi Alonso are not fist fighting in the lock? That's happy days. Happy days, Keon.
Thibaut
No,
Courtois
you're
and Xavi
totally.
fisting each other. Kian, get a hold of yourself, please. You're having too many espressos. I never at one point got mad. You said some issues, and I said, I'm going to add some names to that list. And then I started listing it, and at no point did I get emotional or mad. You started crying, and I said, "Why are you crying?"
Because you rage baited me. You rage baited me. You trolled me, and now I'm angry.
Well, at least we established that you're the angry one. Fine, I retract everything I said. Please scrape it from your minds. It's all love and fun. Everything
Mm.
is great. So, can I
That's not what I
continue?
said either.
Can I say something else that might possibly rage bait you?